Welcome to the How to Be Human podcast, presented by InnerG. Here we speak our truth and discuss anything and everything from social events to relationships and up to hot button topics. Pour yourself a drink, sit back and relax, because we're on with the show. On this episode, we are talking with Queen Rajah, Amada Herrera, and Evan Hayes about a post where a 17-year-old girl says she is scared of men. This one is titled, I'm Scared of Men, I guess. I am 17 in high school. I don't know, is it normal to fear men in general so much? I can't imagine dating anyone. I am so scared of them hurting me, physically, emotionally, bullying me, literally anything. I am scared of the person I'm dating, thinking I'm disgusting, pathetic, desperate, anything along those lines. When I was younger, boys regularly bullied me and teased me, asked me out as a joke, flirted with me as a joke. No man in my life was ever kind to me genuinely. Men were kind to me when they needed help with homework, etc. And that's literally it. Outside of that, I was a joke. I have never been anything but kind to them. I didn't want to be mean because then I would be a bitch, and never too kind because I didn't want it to seem like I'm craving their validation. Yes, those words didn't come from my head. They are words from guys. I have been labeled as undateable. I wouldn't touch her with a stick. Desperate. I'm sorry, I'm just so frustrated and scared. I'm scared that even if I find someone who actually likes me, I'm afraid they will easily fade away. I'm scared of letting myself be vulnerable with someone, opening up, sharing my fears, and etc. And then that someone leaves me, hurts me, stops loving me. I'm scared of a loveless marriage as well. My father is probably at fault to an extent, as I always seeked his validation I never got. He was abusive to my mom, never showed her he loved her or me. He beat us, had unrealistic expectations of me, and then he died. He really gave so much fears and issues and said, peace out. If I'm overreacting, and I shouldn't post. I just want to vent, and I don't know, I thought about getting therapy because of some of the other things as well, but I don't want to pay if I'm just dramatic. Please tell me if I'm overreacting.
That's not overreacting. That's not overreacting. That's just like having to heal trauma. Having to heal from your trauma and just acknowledging it and wrapping it up with love and treating yourself better, And you can't, if you want to live your life, if somebody wants to live their life fully and have a relationship, then they're going to find a way to heal to where they can do that. But it takes it's going to take making themselves uncomfortable and opening up to that pain again. It just is. But that's the thing, is that we start to learn and recognize, what is going to bring us pain and what is going to lead to joy and the sense of fulfillment. So that's a beautiful thing and a beautiful journey to start. And they should try and do that if that's what they want to do.
Again, many emotions to dive in that one. But I felt like, truly, deeply, probably having to, search within and, just having, some type of inner strength. Because I feel like when we blame other things or other people, even outside trauma can be, super extreme. But never, what stands out to me is, super extremes. And then when I heard, if somebody died and then you still harbor some kind of hate or negative emotion onto it, and they're gone, so it's done. It's you can't deal with certain things. It's excuses are different. I'm not gonna say excuses, but it's just no, you're not doing too much no one's doing too much to react however you want to react, but you have to be able to deal with certain things. And every emotion is no one wants to feel emotions that don't make them feel good, but just you gotta deal with it. You can't make it seem whatever life gives you. Ultimately, I believe the Creator is source gives you things so you can be better or be stronger. Like we have to learn how to don't hold on to stuff, just let it go. Easier said than done, but we always
it takes it.
Yeah, the energy outside of us, we have to learn how to just want to send people what we would send ourselves. Love, healing, whatever. Even if we don't understand it, we want to keep good vibe. So no, I don't think nobody's doing too much or anything. I just think that we gotta find unique ways to give yourself. I don't know. I'm making it real deep. I don't know. I don't know, give yourself do things that fulfill yourself. So. Don't be too dramatical with it. Look, I'm talking to myself now. Just try your best. I don't know. Dang. Really?
Well, I think that story was really sad. I think that in some way or another is a story of that I ended up hearing some version of that from a lot of American women. And I think what just stuck out to me, Rajah and Amada spoke on already a lot of the, the spiritual healing and personal healing for the young woman that was speaking. But what really hit me was the fact that she, feels so fearful to even be involved or around men. I don't know what her age is, but men or young men at all. And I think it speaks to me kind of the crisis of how I think we when we're growing up as young men, we're not taught and we fail to recognize how truly oppressed women have been in our history. Even if you go back I think until 1970, a man was allowed to legally beat his wife in America, or and there was hundreds of years where people were allowed to legally hit women and do physical harm to women. So it really hit me of how culturally people have men are kind of taught from their culture, the media that we consume, and I've seen this in my own life, how much it normalizes feeling like women are not important or are objects or are worthy of violence in some way. And I think that's what really hit me. You can just hear from her testimony, that's basically what she's saying. You have all these people that she's experienced that don't value her because she's a woman. So that's what it kind of hit me, is the crisis of that culture of of just men not and young men being taught not to value women. Is what it really hit me.
Thank you for listening. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when the next episode is out.